Just start by introducing yourself, kind of just a context, couple sentences just about who you are.
Before November, I was Sonia Walker, but now I am Sonia Fall because I came here and did my thing. Grew up in Newport News, Virginia, born in Newport News, Virginia. A single mother of 3 children, 9 grandchildren.
Hey,
Beautiful age of 63, and I don't mind telling people because
come on now. Say
I'm
it loud.
enjoying my I'm enjoying my seniorhood, just learning how to enjoy that. But that's me.
Okay, and tell me what kind of work you do.
So I work with returning citizens. I do admissions for I guess I can say the company Franklin Grove. So yeah, we've been around. I've been doing that I think for about 15 years now, maybe a little bit longer, 15 years. So what I do is when the people are ready to come home after being incarcerated, I screen the applications and make sure that they're a good fit for our company, office residential program, and they stay with us for 90 days.
Okay, so 90 days. So good. So you had a life, a job. Tell us the circumstances of you recently moving to Senegal.
So I came to Senegal. I found a nice gentleman, and I came to Senegal to get married. I got married in November. I was joking. I was joking with a coworker. He's from Senegal, so I was joking with him. I said when he was going out the door, I said, have a good trip and find me a husband. And so he was here. And on his way back, the last day, he said, "I found your husband," and the rest is history.
Connected. Give us the timeline. I like the juicy details. Y'all connected in
In
sometime.
April of 2025, we started talking. I said, give him my telephone number. And like in two, it was like as soon as I hit the send button to give him my telephone number, he texts me on WhatsApp. So that was April the 10th, actually. April the 10th. We started going texting back and forth. And he speaks French and
Okay.
Walla. And
Ooh,
I don't
and
speak
hot.
French or Walla, but some,
And
their heart speaks
it-
love. So we did a lot of Google Translate.
okay. And then you decided to visit and
Yeah, yeah. I visited in August. I kept telling him that I was gonna come and visit. He kept on saying, "When you coming? When you coming? When I see you?" Because he doesn't have travel documents, so he can't come to the US. So I said, "Well, okay, I'll come in August." So I came in August, saw that tall Senegalese man, and I was like, "Okay, maybe." I left in September. We hung out a couple times, and then I left in September, and I told him I'll be back in November and we'll get married because they don't date. Well, Muslims here, they want to get married. So it was either, getting married or we ain't gonna date long. So plus I don't I'm at the age where I'm not trying to date long either.
okay. So tell me the deciding factor for wanting to get married and then moving abroad.
So before I met him, I was looking for a companion anyway. I had been married before, then I had been in a relationship for 17 years and that didn't work out. Then out of that relationship for maybe about 8 or 9 years, and I was just starting to get lonely. And so I'm not, I don't go clubbing and all of that kind of stuff. So I was getting lonely. So I decided to take a chance. Took a chance on him. Talking to him on the phone, he just looked at me and he would say nice things to me, and it was like, I, girl, I fell in love. And so I kept on saying he put that African juju on me, but I just fell in love with him. So I decided to make a break for it. Life is short. And I don't know if I would have found that this kind of feeling. I hadn't found this kind of feeling. So yeah, I decided I needed to get married.
Come on
And to
now.
him.
And
And that I do fall.
man. So you live there. So tell me about your first time there, like what like just being in Senegal and how has it been for you both visiting for the first time and now you're in a new chapter in your life. You're 63. You do have a sister there and your in-law, so you have some family and connections, but what's been most surprising to you?
So the most surprising to me is, I've traveled different places and people speak a little English or a lot of English and their language. the thing about here is that they don't really speak English, and if they do, I think they'd rather for you to speak Wolof or French. So that's surprising and challenging. Moving here, well, visiting here was okay because I was visiting, I knew I was gonna go back home. Moving here, and leaving my adult children and my grandchildren, that's the most difficult part. And then my mother, who is 81 years old, if I was around the corner, we lived in Richmond together, I could see her, touch her, and feel her. And if she needed something, I could, I was there or could be there. And then working with the people that I work with is a family business. So, it just a lot adjusting to here, and it's still I'm so homesick because I've only been here since November. So I'm so homesick, I don't know what to do. I cry. My husband says, "It's okay, it's okay." But it's not okay. It is okay, but it's not okay because he has his children here. I don't have my children. And I was living with my daughter and
Mhm.
my two grandchildren. So that's been very, very difficult for me. But I I know this is God's plan for me. So I'm just gonna follow. Plus, I'm so when I look at that man, I love him. So it's the challenging part is just leaving my children. Then I have a son that's incarcerated. He's been incarcerated for 20 years. So I would visit him just about every weekend. So and in person. So now I have to do the video visit. My computer, I had somebody come in because I tried to do that VPN thing, but I can't do it. So I'm gonna have somebody come do that today. And then I'll be able to see him. But yeah, the most challenging part is leaving my children, even though they're adults, but just leaving them.
Yeah, of course, and your grandchildren. Okay, so tell
Mm.
joys of Senegal. Completely different culture. You already said they speak French and Wolof. Finding somebody who is conversant in English, it's not impossible, but it's not the most English friendly country, right? So people speak English,
No.
but it's very different. I have my views on how it's different, but what have been some of whether it's food, whether it's culture, whether it's lifestyle, you live 10 minutes from the beach. Tell me some of the things for you about being in Senegal or Senegalese culture that have captured your heart, other than the handsome Abdu.
It's just what they call it, Taranga. I haven't run into a person yet that I said wasn't nice. Everybody's so friendly. And even Abdu's children, he has adult children, he has 6 of them, and they just are so nice. Even trying to when they come over to hang out with their father, so they'll try their best to speak English. Just the car is so beautiful. Like, I haven't seen a lot of it, but it's just beautiful. The beach is beautiful. The restaurants are beautiful. The food, it's a lot of rice. It's
Favorite
nice. Huh?
favorite
Yeah,
dish.
that my favorite dish. I think my favorite dish is yassa, the chicken yassa. Going today, I want some American food, and this weekend I'm gonna cook. I have somebody here that does cook Senegalese food for Abdu and myself. She's really good, but that's spicy. That's something. But just the car is beautiful. The people are so friendly. I'm getting around is kind of easy because I do Yango. And the clothes, I'm trying to get to be one of those Senegalese
Yeah.
aunties, wrapping my hair, doing things. But I'm just enjoying being here. It's just peaceful. It's
Mm.
really peaceful. I do have, my sister here. I try not to go over there a lot because I'm trying to learn what I
Yeah,
need to
yeah.
learn and do me. I'm trying to not be, although I can go over there every day, eat every day because they do a lot of American food. I'm just trying to figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially at this age, I'm just trying to figure it out. I want to have some connections, some senior connections, and hopefully I will sooner or later. I convert to Islam, so they're praying 5 times a day. That's something new and talking to Allah. Mhm.
I do the listen
Yeah.
prayer.
That that getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I wake up anyway early, but having to get up in the morning and wash and do all these things, that's different. But I love the car. I love Virginia, but I love the peace. It's really peaceful. It's
Mm.
really peaceful. So yeah, it hasn't been too many challenges for me. And I guess that's because I have people here that can help me guide me through. And then a husband that, one thing about I hate to brag about a Senegalese man because I love African American, I love black men, period. But this one is a little different because the protect like holding my hand if I'm going across the street or saying, stop, 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 calm down, just go relax. I couldn't ask for a better one.
A good partner. Amen.
A good partner. And maybe because he's 69, I'm 63, and us finding each other at this age, that's just that's just something, who would think that at this age you would find, somebody that's gonna be with you.
In my 60s with my first husband, so there you have it. You can give me hope. But right now, I'm like, "Yeah, no."
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But girl, you doing the thing. So hey, but you doing it. I'm so proud of you. And this is an honor, I always been, and I'm getting off subject, but I've always been, because I was a single mom, did high school, no college, and had a lot of self-esteem issues growing up, or raising my children. And so I get in awe of people that do things like you, like Aisha, people that Aisha meet and know, my daughter, the people with credentials. So this is an honor.
Thank you. Listen,
And just to know you.
absolutely. You were one of my highlights of my time, in Senegal.
Thank
So
you.
so
Thank you.
let's get to brass tacks, right? So I wanna highlight a couple things. So the costs, right? So you move abroad. Tell us about some of the kinda move abroad costs. How did you decide where did you gonna live? How'd you find your apartment? What are the kinda cost of housing and food and healthcare of a woman of a certain age, over 60, kinda trying to find your life and grounding abroad? What does that look like practically and financially?
So moving here, but it didn't cost a lot. It was Sam, again, the same gentleman that helped me find my husband. He found this apartment for me. It's really affordable. It's under $800, and it's a very nice place. So it didn't cost me that much to move here. And it doesn't cost that much to live here. I would probably be able to live off of my retirement and not work and be okay here. The food costs good. $8,000 safer, which is what, about $12 a day. Kumba goes to the market and gets the food for me. If I want some extras, then I can splurge and spend some money. But the car, it can be what you want. If you want a expensive lifestyle, you can have it. But you can live here very modest and simple, minimal. The good thing about uh Abdu is he's very minimal. He doesn't even eat unless it's time. And so if I pick up a snack, he said, "Are you hungry?" And I'm like, I'm not. I'm just snacking, So it didn't cost that much to move here. Maybe
Oh,
I think I spent maybe $3,000, $4,000 to do my full move to this apartment. The electricity is, if I don't want electricity, I just don't pay for it. Wi-Fi, affordable,
so
cable. I do have cable because I don't have some things. So it's to me, it's affordable. Some people say it's expensive, but I
it
don't find that.
can be expensive, like you said, depending on what. So you got a two-bedroom, 2
I have a
bath.
three-bedroom. I
Oh,
have a
yeah.
three-bedroom, three-bathroom apartment. I'm on the third floor, no elevator. That's the only thing that makes me bad. But I wish you would have seen my place before you left.
And
Um,
you had to invite me
but
over.
you'll see it when you come. And I have a person that cooks here, Kumba, and that's not expensive either.
So
It's
how
what you make it. If you want to live expensively, lavishly, then you can. But if you want to live a modest, peaceful lifestyle, I find it very, very nice.
so break down some costs for me, if you don't mind sharing. So your
So,
apartment,
so my three-bedroom, three bath,
that like
fully
700.
equipped is $745.
Okay. How much does Kumba
Mm-hmm.
cost? Somebody who comes,
Kumba
she
is
comes.
She's $172 a month. And she comes, she cooks 3 meals a day. She cleans, she goes to the market, all of that. How you gonna find $172 made in the US for a month?
Coming to clean
She
my
costs,
house.
girl, I said, I was telling Abdu the other day, I said, a maid in the US, when they $172, that's ain't even gonna be a week. So my electric, think since I've been here, and I've been here since November, I may have paid $50 for the electric. The Wi-Fi, I paid $30 because I work from home, so I use my Wi-Fi. And then I splurged and got cable, and that's $40. My grocery bill is maybe $12 a day for two people. That's what I've been spending. when Kuma goes to the market.
Oh, good.
And then if I want to go, like today, I went out and just splurged and went to the American store just to buy some things that I needed for the house. But I'm telling you, it's affordable. It depends on how you want to live your life. And I choose to live mine as a minimalist. And do like my husband and eat when I'm hungry, when it's time.
And so your apartment is about 10 minutes from beach in Ngor, right?
Yeah, yeah. I can walk to the beach. And go. My apartment is centralized for everything. I mean, restaurants, beach, the market is right down the street. I just go right out to the corner if I want to get a yango. So it's so convenient. It's so convenient for. I don't have an issue or problem getting around.
Come on, you done mastered the Yango. So what about if once you get Yango, you're good, but you got Wave and all that. So once you get
I
Wave,
have waived. Then so Abdul doesn't like Yango because he likes to negotiate. So if ever he's traveling with me, we're gonna do a taxi and he gonna dicker with the taxi man. And we stand outside the taxi for about 5 minutes, him going back and forth because he don't want to pay but $5 to go anywhere in the car. So Yango is easy for me. When I'm by myself, I'm a Yango. Or
yeah.
walk. I walk. Here I go off script. The other day I went to meet Aisha and Ash, and I walked to the Kentucky Fried Chicken. I call the street, that main street, Broad Street.
It's like
So
airport
I
road.
just walked down Broad Street. I was okay.
Oh, to Ngor Beach hour. That's a nice walk down the main road. So I get it. It's easy to walk. You got to pay attention though. There's so much going on.
It is so much going on. These people are in the streets early. They in the streets late. They in the streets. It's not too many times you can go out here and not see people.
I love it. But yeah, there are, especially late at night. I'm like, where are all they just outside walking around? I know that's right.
They outside. Yeah, but see, it's cold here now. When you left, it was still kind of warm. It's cold now. So you don't have so many people out. But
Oh,
when that warm comes back, it's gonna be back on and popping. And I hope to see more.
what's the temperature been like since you've been there?
It's like low 50s now. It's cold. You need a jacket.
So low 50s, and what was the highest when you got there?
When I got here
Oh,
in August, I think it was like 100 and something. It was hot. It was hot, but they say in October it's hotter than it was when I was here in August. But
wow.
I look forward to all the seasons here. I look forward to the shopping here. We Feed Up just left. Feed Up just ended, and I wish I would have gotten more stuff when I was at Feed Up because now the prices are crazy. Well, not
Child.
really crazy, but it ain't $17, $12 dresses like you got at Feed Up.
Okay, last thing about cost. What are your thoughts on like healthcare there?
So I did a televisit the other day with a doctor, and that visit was $67 for me. Just wanted to see how it was, and that was good. But I still have my U.S. insurance, and I don't know how long I'm gonna keep that. I don't think I'm gonna keep that long because if I can go to a doctor for $67, and if my meds are pretty cheap, I'll just continue to do that. That's the only thing I worry about is at this age is my medical, because I have a few little issues. So that's the only thing I worry about. But I'm going back to Virginia in March, and I'll see my doctor there and pick up some meds that I've ordered. And I try to order a 3 month supply, so that'll be good too. I think I'll be okay health wise. I'm not really sick, but life starts to happen. Life be life, and sometimes.
Life sure be life in. So you kind of starting to establish your doctors there, but keep them.
Yeah, I picked up a doctor, like I said, with that telemed. Then I'm gonna go because I'm diabetic. I'm gonna go. James and Ash, they have a doctor, so I'm gonna go to one of their doctors and see if that person will help me too.
Manage. You think
But
you can
yeah,
get meds from there, or are you gonna primarily do that in the US?
I'm gonna still get my meds from the US until I decide not to use that insurance. But I'm gonna have to wean myself off and depend on the healthcare here. I did a little research before I came about the prices of the meds, and they're not really expensive
Mm,
for what I take. And then my dental, I need to get these teeth done, but I might go somewhere else to get that taken care of.
I see that. Okay, you might go to Turkey.
I want to go to Turkey, and I want to go to Turkey to get this because I lost a little weight. So when I lost my weight, this little waddle, it
Girl,
really gets on my nerves, and I really need to go get that taken care of.
Turkey's a hop, skip, and a jump, you know? That's where everybody.
That's where everybody going, and that's where I might go. But, all in all, Ebony, this has been a great, transition for me. I pray that anybody that decides to do something like that, decides to leave the US or wherever, that it is that way for them. I think the thing for me is that I had family here and I had already had a person that was waiting for me that's decent. So my transition has been a wonderful one. Other than being homesick, missing my children, but I know everybody keeps on telling me, number one, I didn't have to stick to this decision. I could have changed at any time, and I still can change at any time if it starts to get bad for me, and I will. It's been a joy so far, so good, except for being homesick. But other than that, I'm loving the car. I really am.
Last 2 questions. How is your social life look, right? You just got there. You do have a sister there, so thoughts on your social life or how you wanna create one or.
I hope to create a social life because I didn't have a social life in Virginia. I didn't. And so I hope to create one. I hope to find a friend or some friends of my own other than, people tell me that I'm pretty social. So I hope that I start to get out on my own and probably finding somebody and finding a group of seniors that or sort of auntie group, that I can go and meet them somewhere, and then have a little tea and do some things. I didn't have that, and so changing this is a whole life changing event for me. And maybe some Muslim sisters. I'll meet some of those as well. I hope to travel a little bit. Other than going to the U.S., I want to go to Paris. I want to do. I've never been to those kind of places, so I hope to do that. But yeah, socially, I want to get out on my own, and I want to go out with my husband too, and not just cling to my sister because she has her own group of people, and I want to. They like me, I met you through her, but I want to get my. I want my own identity.
Yeah, I totally get it. Alright, last question, and, I'll let you go. What advice do you have to someone who may find love and move to another country or even moving to Senegal? What advice would you have?
Well, if you find love, if it's true love and your heart really feels it, I say go for it because life is short. Moving to Senegal, or moving anywhere, but like I said, I'm enjoying Senegal, and I advise anybody if you decide that this is what you want to do, don't just I mean just do it. Like people kind of push me. I said that I wanted to do it. My daughter that I was living with, she said, "Mom, go ahead. Why are you gonna go back and forth? Just do it. Just get it over with." So, if you decide that this is what you want to do it. This is your life. This is your journey. I don't have any advice for people except if that's what you want to do it. Don't let nobody hold you back from what you want to do. Don't second guess yourself. Like even you told me, Ebony, if you decide that it's not for you, it's not for you, but try, because life is short.
No, that's right. Well, thank you, Sonia. This has been delightful, and it was good to catch up with you.
Okay. Okay. My Muslim men just walked in, so
Okay.